Welcome to the first annual Football Guys mock draft. I'm Ryan. As always, I'm joined alongside by Ro Reese, Tariq Jackson, Bruce Stone, and Tim DeJoseph. We got no news for you today, so I'm going to throw it right over to our commissioner, Tariq Jackson.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2020 Football Guys mock draft. I am your commissioner, Tariq Jackson. Thank you. I hate you guys, too. And now, we will start it with Cincinnati. The first-round pick for the 2020 NFL Draft. The Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow. No surprise. Washington with the second pick of the 2020 NFL Draft. They select Chase Young. No surprise. And now, the draft has actually begun. And now we'll start with Detroit. With the third pick in the draft, they are now on the clock. Detroit is getting calls. He gets a call from Miami with Ryan. Would you, per se, Ryan, I know you need a quarterback. Would you like to swap first-round picks with the 5 and a fourth-round pick to move up 2 spots?
I think I'm going to stay pat here. Thank you, though, Tariq.
Not a problem. I get a call from the LA Chargers. Yes. Would you like to swap first-round picks and do a fourth-round pick as well? Yes, they take the deal. And the Chargers are now on the clock for the third pick in the draft, and they will take Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback, Alabama.
And that's big for the Chargers there.
That's
big for the Chargers.
That's big. And now we'll go to the Giants for the fourth pick in the draft. You're up. You're on the clock. Who are the Giants?
Tim's muted.
This is a tough pick for us here. Our fans like to boo us every draft. So we're going to go with a generational talent. And we're going to go with Isaiah Simmons, linebacker, Clemson University.
A what?
Generational talent.
He's a what?
Generational talent.
I think they just
No,
go
he's
the
a
best
what,
guy
though?
that's
I
on their
didn't know
board.
he was a linebacker. I thought he played everything.
Oh, geez Louise. Here we go.
I want to give his resume.
This is great.
I play defense.
Probably played running back when he was in Pee-wees, but
And now we go to Miami with Ryan with the 5th pick in the 2020 draft. You're now on the clock.
With the 5th pick in the 2020 the Football Guys mock draft, the Miami Dolphins select Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle from Iowa.
Offensive tackle from
Ooh.
All right. And now Detroit with the sloppy picks is now on the clock with number 6. And the Detroit Lions with the 6th pick in the NFL Football Guys mock draft. They select Jeff Okudah, cornerback from the Ohio State University.
Wow.
And now we'll go to the Cardinals with the 7th pick with Bruce Stone.
No, you will not. You'll go to the Panthers.
I thought I said Panthers. Did I not?
You said
Oh, I
Cardinals.
said Cardinals. I'm sorry. The Cardinals. My bad. The Carolina Panthers. I can't say it. The Carolina Panthers, number 7. Bruce Stone.
All right. Well, the Carolina Panthers are delighted to land what could be the second or third best player in this draft. They're going to run the envelope open here on their iPad and select Derek Brown, defensive tackle, Auburn University.
Excellent pick there. And now we'll go to the Arizona Cardinals with the 8th pick with Ro Reese.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the Cardinals are delighted, and they realize that they have a quarterback that definitely needs to protect. And with the 8th pick, along with Larry Fitzgerald probably retiring, they're going to go with Andrew Thomas out of Georgia, 6'5", 320 pounds.
Excellent pick. And now we'll go to the Jacksonville Jaguars with Tim and Joseph.
okay, we lost a lot of players last year in trading for picks. So we're going to have to go with our biggest need here. We lost Jalen Ramsey last year to the LA Rams. And we're going to take C.J. Henderson, defensive back, University of Florida, staying in the state of Florida.
All right. All right.
Like it. I like it a
All
lot.
right. And now Cleveland Browns are on the clock. And they will actually do one of the first smart things they do and protect Baker Mayfield. And with the 10th pick of the 2020 Football Guys mock draft, they will select Tristan Wirfs,
He's gone.
offensive tackle, Iowa.
Wirfs is gone. Wirfs went
Ryan took him.
5th overall.
Where'd he get? Who picked him?
Ryan did for
Ryan did.
Oh, he did? Okay. Yes, you did. They're gonna take they're gonna take yes, he did. They're gonna take Jedrick from Alabama, offensive tackle.
Wills. Yep.
What you talking about, Wills?
I didn't want to say his last name
Jedrick
because
Wills,
y'all
right?
gonna play me, so I said Jedrick.
Jedrick Wills.
I know I'm trolling.
Jesus.
What you talking about, Wills?
Joseph.
You talking about Willis? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now we have the New York Jets at 11 with Ryan Lee.
No, that's Bruce.
Y'all
Oh,
switch
no,
that up?
I'm sorry.
That is
I am the
you.
Jets.
You are the Jets.
I'm just taking a look at my
Jets,
big board.
Jets.
Don't worry, you're just on the clock.
Mhm. With the 11th pick in the 2020 Football Guys mock draft, the New York Jets select Mekhi Becton.
Wow.
Offensive tackle, protected.
He
Derek
somehow
Carr.
did not fall after all that nonsense. Huh? That's solid.
And now we will go to the new Las Vegas Raiders with Bruce Stone.
Well, the Las Vegas Raiders, Mike Mayock, John Gruden, and the Las Vegas Raiders are delighted in the 12th overall pick to select CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver, Oklahoma.
Well, one of the first shockers in the draft. CeeDee Lamb goes over Jared Judy. All right.
Listen,
and it's
not
very
a surprise to
realistic.
everybody.
It's very realistic.
Very realistic.
And now San Francisco is on the clock, and they're getting a call from the Eagles at 21. So, would Philly like to trade up by swapping first-round picks, a second pick this year, and a third round next year? Would you like to do that to trade up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll definitely take that.
All right. And now the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock at 13 with Will Reese.
Well. You already know. Philadelphia. Howie, you got to get this right. You know what I mean? We got Meek out there, and we welcome him. And guess what? With this year's pick, as we moved up to get this guy, we're going to take Speedster, Henry Ruggs, running 4.27 at 5'11", 188. Welcome, sir. Welcome to be a Philadelphia Eagles.
And you can see them out there in Philadelphia going nuts over this pick.
Yes, sir.
And now we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Will Reese at 14.
Not so fast. Not so fast.
We have a trade offer.
I'm calling it as the Dolphins.
All right.
We got the 18th pick. We're offering you this year's third and a future third and a pick swap to jump up 4 spots.
Sold. We taking that.
Yeah.
We need the picks.
And now the Miami Dolphins are on the clock.
With the 14th pick in 2020, the Football Guys mock draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver from Alabama.
And Jerry Jeudy is off the board. Miami being very aggressive.
Wow.
Jumping over Denver, who has a pure wide receiver need. And now we will go to Denver with the 15th pick with Tim. Tim, your mic is off. Just let me know.
So that pick hurts us a lot. We were hoping to get Judy or Ruggs. So we're having a couple extra alcoholic beverages here in the suite. We're going to go with a need because we don't like the corner market right now at this point. So we're going to take wide receiver Justin Jefferson from LSU.
Oh.
You have the seed.
Now, Mr. Elway, I got a question for you here. You with us?
Shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot.
What played into your decision when you probably could have moved back a few spots and acquired future assets?
Well, we definitely need a wide receiver. And even though I like Mims, Ayuk, and a couple other guys, we felt like Justin Jefferson was the last of the sure thing wide receivers. So we
Agreed.
didn't want to risk it by going back and maybe getting a corner and a receiver next round when we thought Jefferson is slightly below those other three guys.
Respect.
Respect.
And
I like
now
it.
we will go to Atlanta with pick 16. And Atlanta with the 16th pick in the NFL draft. They select Kenneth Murray, linebacker from Oklahoma.
Wow. Wow.
And now,
That was Atlanta?
yeah, it was Atlanta. And now we have Dallas on the clock. You're up.
Welcome to the Big D, where everything is big in Dallas. No pause. So, Jerry, what are you going to do since you play owner and GM, and we know what you have lost this all season, and we still understand we got Dak waiting on the outskirts. But with that, we're going to take a cornerback, Kristen Fulton from LSU, DBU.
Big pick for him. And now, Tampa Bay is back on the clock after swapping picks with Miami at 18. With Maurice.
Gronk! Welcome, Big Daddy! Hey! You know what? It's going to be some crazy things happen in Tampa this year. And with that, you know who we got to protect. We got to protect the $50 million man. That's the GOAT, Tom. And with that, we're going to select. Oh, he's already been picked. Jeez, he's already. Okay, we had Becton. So now we got to call in, give us a little bit. Wi-Fi connection's messing up.
Oh, God.
You better get your IT guy in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
The kids,
this what happened.
the kids are
This
on
is
the bed.
legit. This happened with Jerry for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen.
Hey. So
Not Dallas, I mean Tampa.
Are you not? Is there somebody else there? Because that's against
there is. We had to call them up. We had to get it in. We finally got the IT guy coming in. Comcast, you're messing up, but shout out to you guys. So we're going to take Josh Jones as the next pick to protect the GOAT.
All right. And now Las Vegas again on the board at 19.
Right.
Bruce Stone.
Okay. Actually, we just got a call. Got a call from the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
We want to discuss possibly moving out of the 19th pick and back to pick 28.
Okay.
So we would like to give up 19 and 121, and we'll take 28 and 60 off your hands. What do you think? We know you need a linebacker. They're starting to dwindle away.
All right.
Reese, what do you think?
The Ravens. What do you say?
No,
I'm sorry, Ron.
that's
What do you
Tim.
think?
No, it's Tim. Me and Tim.
Tim's doing the Ravens.
Oh, it's Tim. Okay, Tim. That's right.
What are you
Tim.
going to do, Ozzy? What are
We
you gonna
politely
do?
declined the trade.
Decline
All
the
right.
trade. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. All right.
Smart,
So
Ozzy. Smart.
we decided we're not done seeing if we can move back in the draft. Who was the Packers?
The Packers is row.
I'd like to give you 19 for 30 and 62. The receivers are dwindling.
He's muted.
I know he's muted. He'd have an IT problem.
30. And you said 62?
Yeah, we'll take 30 and 62 off your hands. We have a need. Yeah. You ain't part of this. I mean, we have a need. We know you have needs. A wide receiver. They're starting to go.
Okay. We're going to take it.
Done deal. Packers are on the clock. You want to pick?
Yes.
Green Bay's on the clock.
Yes. So, I like that background. So with that and being on the clock, we're going to take one of probably a guy that's such a playmaker. He reminds me of a guy that's in San Fran, and they hit it right on the button last year. We're going to take Brandon Ayuk, coming in at 6 foot 205, running a 4.5.
Okay.
Another weapon for Aaron just to be able to play with.
Brandon Ayuk gets into the first round. Okay.
So who's watching the draft? Is that you?
That's me.
No, that's not me.
Okay.
I have it on, but I have it muted.
Okay.
No. I can. We can hear the commentary. All right. So who's up at 20?
So now we're at number 20. So Jacksonville with Tim. They're on the clock. Tim is right now no longer with us. They got disconnected.
Let's get him back in. I sent him an invite. All right, let's pause this for a second. One.
All right. So now we have
That being said, before Tim, I have a trade offer for you.
Okay.
Shoot.
I will give you the 26th pick and a second round pick to jump up to 20.
We will take that.
Okay.
Wow.
And now we have Miami on the clock.
Again.
With the 20th pick in the 2020, the football guys mock draft. The Miami Dolphins select Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Wow. Guess you got to
The
get your
draft
guy.
riser is off the board. And now we have San Fran after the trade with Philadelphia is now on the clock. And now, San Fran.
I have a trade for you.
Okay. Who are we talking to?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
I'd like to offer you our 28th pick
Mm-hmm.
and our second round pick
Okay.
to move up ahead of Minnesota.
Okay. You can take that. That's fine. That's fine. We'll swap. And now, Baltimore's on the clock.
Okay, so there's a lot of ways we can go here. We have an obvious need on some defense here. But as my man Rowe would say, Mr. Spectacular quarterback, the MVP of the league. We don't want to waste his talent here. So we're going to give him someone unlike any other weapon he has. And we're going to give him Denzel Mims.
Ooh.
Wow.
Big body receiver to go with all the speed they have there.
I like that a lot.
Denzel Mims to
I like
Baltimore.
that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay.
That's big.
Okay.
Big. Ravens up to 21.
Okay.
Looks like Ozzie has done it again.
He jumped over Minnesota with a big knee. So now we have Minnesota at 22 on the clock. Bruce Stone, what you got?
So the Minnesota Vikings, with 22 now, we're in a unique situation here. We definitely did not expect some of the people to be on the clock here. And with that being said, the Minnesota Vikings are going to select Javon Kinlaw.
Javon Kinlaw. I think the second
Defensive
graded
tackle.
lineman.
South Carolina.
D tackle. It's a good pick for them. Great pick for them. And now we have the New England Patriots on the clock with Tim.
No,
Trade to
it's
Ryan.
me. It's me.
Oh, you traded Ryan.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
You're picking for the
Alright.
Patriots right now?
No,
Yeah.
it's Miami now.
Yo, I'm up. I'm up.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm staying pat. I know who this pick is. It's very easy. We're running to the podium to select quarterback Justin Herbert from University of Oregon.
Justin Herbert
Is the
finally
Pats
comes
right now?
off the board to New England.
The Pats?
Yeah, the
Yes.
Pats. That's a good move
I
for
was
them.
hoping that was happening soon.
Yes.
Yeah, good move for them. Okay. And now we got the 24th pick with Ro Reese with New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Once again, we're in the Big Easy. You know, fighting this corona like everybody else. You know, my coach, he survived. He's a survivor, you know. So with that, and with the guy that we still at the helm, Drew Brees, we got to give him another weapon. We got to. Michael, guess what? We got somebody that's second in hand. His name, coming out of Colorado, 6'1", 227 pounds, Laviska Shenault.
You love saying that name.
Warning,
This
this
is
is a
Shenault.
hot take alert.
After all the injury possibilities, has still found a way to be a first-round pick. All right. Now we go to Minnesota from their trade from to get Diggs. Now at 25. Your pick.
That's very ironic that you say that, Kamish, because we're delighted to draft Stephon Diggs' little brother with this pick. Trayvon Diggs, the 25th pick overall from the University of Alabama.
All right.
Tell me that wouldn't be some irony.
There would be some irony.
Oh.
Okay. Now, Ryan, you trade that 26th pick, correct, with Miami? Who has that pick now?
Me, Jacksonville.
All right. Jacksonville, you are now on the clock at 26. What you got?
Okay, so we have a lot of needs, and I think that the Jaguars are looking to next year, not this year, to be their year. So
Which I definitely agree.
we're going to stay on the defensive end here, and we're going to take the guy to give us one of the best secondaries in the league, and Xavier McKinney, safety, Alabama.
Ooh,
Roll Tide.
ooh, okay.
Roll Tide.
Roll
Roll
Tide. All right, Seattle. You're on the clock with Tim. What you got? 27th
Oh.
pick.
Man, back on the thing again. Look at my board here. I got a lot of needs also. We would love to trade down, but since we're not doing that in this draft here, we're not trading out of the first.
Respect.
We're going to go with our biggest need. We lost Clowney in free agency. I mean, there's a chance we bring him back. We're not going to risk that right now. We're going to take the best edge rusher on the board right now, and Chavion Clayson,
Wow.
edge rusher,
It's a
LSU.
big move. Big move for them.
I like it.
Okay. And now the Niners trading back, getting extra assets.
Yes, sir.
Are now at 28. Now, for the 28th pick of the 2020 Football Guys mock draft, they saw that the other corner outside of Richard Sherman was getting torched. So they're going to get A.J. Terrell from
Yo.
A.J. Terrell.
Okay. All right.
And now we have the Tennessee Titans with pick 29.
Who's the Titans?
The Titans is Bruce.
How on the Titans?
Yes, to the Titans.
Oh, I apologize.
Bruce left the war room.
He just want to get some water. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm getting situated here.
He's getting older. He has to use the bathroom once in a while.
Yeah, listen, I had Wi-Fi issues. Give me a second. We're fielding calls here. Okay, we're thinking about some of the needs that we have. There's some pretty good players here left on the board, but we're gonna stick with our board.
I have a question for you here.
Yeah,
Even though
go
we're
ahead.
not doing that, even though we're not doing this, if I called you with the Jacksonville Jaguars right here and said, "Hey, how do you feel about Yannick for this pick?" Would you do it?
In a heartbeat.
We're not going to do it in this draft because it's not part of what we did. But I'm just asking what you would judge it. How about everybody else? Would you do that if you were them? I offered you Yannick.
Yannick?
I think he hurt his stock a lot. He really hurt his stock a lot.
I don't care what he said.
You take Yannick. He's 25. He's a baby.
You put him in that defense with that secondary?
Oh my God,
dude! Because the Titans are in a unique situation here. I mean, they need stuff, they need things, but it's not like crazy. You know what I'm saying, Tim, right?
Yeah. Also, I thought about it earlier, but I didn't say it. At Reed, at the first Minnesota pick, would you have taken the trade there too?
Yeah, I have more picks, so I would have done that based on what it was. Yeah.
Just a question out there. Now back to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I was considering. Obviously, we considered moving out of the spot here, but we're going to take Josh Jones, offensive tackle, University of Houston.
He's already taken.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he went to Tampa Bay.
Okay. All right. So we got to go back on the board here. Think about what we could use here.
It's all good. You got 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. You know what? He is still there too. No, he's not. Man, we really dug in this one. We're going to take Austin Jackson, offensive tackle, University of USC or USC, not University.
Okay.
But yeah,
Protect Ryan Tannehill. Just gave him some money. Okay, I like it. I like it. Now, Green Bay, you traded up earlier, right? Who'd y'all trade with?
The Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now Las Vegas Raiders.
Whoa. I'm on the clock.
That's what I'm saying.
On the clock.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
Yes,
right.
you are, sir.
All right. So here's where we're at. We wanted to move back, gain a little bit of capital here because we felt like our pick was still going to be there, and he happens just to be what we thought. And we're going to select with the 30th pick overall, Jalen Johnson, cornerback, University of Utah. Go Utes.
I have a question, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Did you guys think about quarterback at all there?
We
Any
did.
chance?
We did. I considered Eastside, but I personally think one of their biggest needs besides receivers, corner and D tackle. Yeah. I thought about the kid from TCU, like Blacklock, right?
I agree.
And I even thought, and that'd be another situation for them where if the person that they really don't want's there, they could trade out. But I personally think, Tim, I think Hurts is a guy. Yeah. I think either a Hurts or maybe like a guy like, I don't know, like a Fromm. Like, I could see them picking one of those guys in like a second or third round. Like third or fourth round, I think.
I can see Fromm being a Gruden guy.
Me too. I could just see him on the QB camp, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to love a guy. No, but yeah, that's what I got. I got Jalen Johnson. I feel like Jalen Johnson's going to be better than A.J. Terrell. So,
I like the pick.
Yeah.
All right. And now we have the San Francisco 49ers at 31 with myself. Okay. Now, because they know that Kansas City has a similar need as the Niners at running back, I think they shocked the world here. And the 31st pick of the 2020 NFL Football Guys mock draft, they take Jonathan Taylor, running back Wisconsin, and solidify that backfield.
Who? The Niners?
Yeah. No more Tevin Coleman getting injured and all the back and forth. No, we want our guy. We want our workhorse.
I feel like they have like 46 running backs.
Right. They want any more.
Crazy. That's wild.
They got
Well,
the guy.
47.
I got to tell you,
What?
we have two resident Niner fans in this group. How would you two feel about that pick? Because me, I'd be Stephen Hahn if you came to the podium and John Lynch said or called in to call and said he wanted Jonathan Taylor.
The only
He's
way I'd
getting
be okay.
fired that
I'd be
day.
okay. The only way I'd be okay with this if I found out we traded Breida and Tevin Coleman for a second and third round pick.
You know
That's
what
the
I'm
only
saying? Like, Breida, Coleman, Mozart, whatever frick his name
They-
is.
Mozart
just-
gone. Mozart
No,
gone.
he's not.
I
No,
thought
No,
he
he's
was a free
not
agent.
going. No, he's
No, he's
not.
not.
Going.
I thought he
Breida-
was a free agent.
Breida was, but they brought him back.
Yep.
To resign him.
Yes, they did.
All
They
right.
got a three-headed
resign
monster.
him.
They don't need.
We still got a
and
three-headed monster.
honestly,
Yeah, we're
and
fine.
honestly, not to
We had
digress.
we had a four-headed monster with Jeff
Yeah.
Wilson Jr.
Who?
Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was
He
good
stepped
too.
up. Yep.
Yeah, when he needed to, yeah. But you know
Hey,
what though?
Monster got
If
5
there-
heads now.
If there's any running back at all that would fit the way you guys do things, it would be Zach Moss or Cam Akers.
I think
Like-
Dobbins too.
Yeah, Dobbins definitely because he does. Yeah, that's true. He catches the
Nah,
ball.
I can't lie. I like Zach because he's a big body. He's a bruiser, so it'll help.
I like
Okay.
them
catches the
all.
ball well for a big
All
guy.
right.
Yeah.
All right,
I like-
I'm gonna switch. I'm being more realistic then, because I thought Mozart was going. I didn't know they still had 3 solid running backs. So
Okay,
at 31,
there
if
you go.
that's the case,
Add a redo.
they'll take Patrick. They'll take Patrick Queen.
Okay.
Ooh,
Patrick
I like
Queen.
that.
Wow.
I like that.
They'll take
I-
Patrick Queen. I thought
can't even-
they
I
only
can't believe he's
had
still
If he
around.
fell to
former-
31,
Patrick Queen.
if he fell to 31,
They snag him.
I think John Lynch would FaceTime Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
No, I think if he fell to 20, if he fell to 31, I think that they'd be on the phone fleecing somebody for more draft picks right there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But if
I mean,
they
look what
like
they
him
did
that
with
much,
Trubisky.
they stay at
Look what
31.
they did with
Oh, yeah.
Trubisky, man. Remember what they did to the Bears for Trubisky?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trubisky.
And now, 32. The last pick of the draft. I believe that's Ryan, right?
Yes.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Hey. So, despite having a glaring need at the running back position, the Kansas City Chiefs select Ross Blacklock, a defensive tackle, in preparation of losing Chris Jones, be it via trade, be it via free agency next offseason.
Wow. I don't hate it.
Respect.
I honestly still think the picks Swift or Taylor there, but I definitely like Blacklock.
Yo, Reed, you stupid.
What do you say?
You just look the face he made.
I just look.
The face he made. The face he made.
I respect the pick.
That's good.
But I definitely think Andy is probably going to say, "Hey, let's get another weapon for Pat."
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with the sentiment of Ryan's pick. I just think that they
Me
would go
too.
corner
Yeah.
if they
Corner or
take a
running
different
back.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Chris Jones really is such an impact on their defense.
Yeah.
They got to find his replacement like now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And you're going to be
It's very true.
able to get like Bruce said, there will be a Zach Moss in the second round. There will be J.K. Dobbins might slide to them in the
Cam
second
Akers,
round.
Yeah.
We got
I don't know.
Swift
I
going
make
to the
that
second
like
round right now.
But-
and
but they-
Taylor.
Yeah,
But they
yeah,
had-
yeah.
Yeah, but
They had-
Swift will be going soon.
They had some issues last year in the playoffs, Kansas City, in coverage.
Yes, they
That
did.
Mah-
Yeah.
Yes,
that
they did.
Mahomes bailed him out, but you can't expect to be bailed out all the time.
Yo, let's talking about the Chiefs. They trailed every playoff game.
Yes.
Yes. By
Yes.
double
Their
digits.
Their
Like
defense is
double
not the reason.
digits.
Yeah, their defense is not the reason they won. So the way Andy looks at things is the way, most offensive coaches do. He's going to try to score points.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, listen, I do like the Blacklock pick. I do. I just think, like Tim said, I think it would be, who's still on the board there? Gladney might be their guy there.
Yeah.
Honestly, they might go get a safety. They might grab a
Yeah,
safety.
they might grab
Grant Delpit is still on the board.
Yeah.
He's still on
I
the board
told
right
you.
now.
I think he falls.
So do I, because there's tackling issues.
Yeah.
Yep.
He can't
Yep.
tackle
Just-
you,
So just for everyone listening out there, we're going to go through a quick recap of our draft. We had the Bengals selecting Joe Burrow with the number 1 pick. The Redskins took Chase Young. The Chargers traded up. They sent the Lions. Actually, I don't have what they sent the Lions.
They swapped picks and gave him a 4th.
Okay, so they swapped and sent a 4th.
Yeah.
and they jumped up and took Tua. The Giants stayed pat, and they took Isaiah Simmons. The Dolphins, yours truly, we stayed pat, and we took Tristan Wirfs, probably the best offensive lineman in the draft. And you guys ended up seeing why the Dolphins, the way I drafted for the Dolphins, they have a well-rounded offense now,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Okay.
Detroit, they had traded down. They took Jeff Okudah. That probably would have been their guy at 3 anyway. The Panthers, they took Derek Brown at 7. The Cardinals took Andrew Thomas at 8. The Jaguars took C.J. Henderson at 9. The Browns got Jedrick Wills at 10. The Jets got Mekhi Becton at 11. The Raiders, this is where we went that little wide receiver run. We had back-to-back wide receivers.
I think that's
Raiders
legit.
took
I
Lamb.
think that happens.
Nah.
Yeah, no, I do too.
Because listen, that's how it works in the draft. You see runs. If it's corner, if it's tackle, if it's quarterback, they start in runs. So
Yes.
when one receiver go, they say, "Oh, I gotta get one. I gotta get one.
I got to get one.
I gotta get one." Right.
Right.
I'd be amazed if that many receivers went around.
I'm telling you,
So
they all
we
see
saw,
11 to 15.
We
I
saw
think that's going to happen.
Raiders.
I think it's going to happen latter part of the draft, though, latter part of the first round.
Yeah, we'll see. That's true.
The
Go ahead,
Raiders
Brian.
went C.D. Lamb. The Eagles traded up with the 49ers to take Henry Ruggs III. The Dolphins traded up with the Buccaneers to take Jerry Jeudy. Denver stayed pat and went with the next best option at wide receiver and took Justin Jefferson. The Falcons took, I kind of thought was a reach, but I don't hate the pick. They went Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, at 16. Dallas took Tristan Fulton, 17. The Bucs took Josh Jones at 18 after trading back. The Packers with a surprising jump to draft Brandon Ayuk. Let's talk a little bit about that.
No, I mean, you look at it like this.
Yes.
The Packers, they have Devontae Adams. We all know that.
Right.
We don't know. We talked about this on the show the other night. Some think Rodgers is going to play for 6 more years.
Right.
In all reality, Rodgers probably has 2 to 3 tops. And he might last longer, but he has to stay healthy. He's consistently beat up. A guy like Ayuk on the opposite side, I mean, what do you think, Tim? I think that really would put him in a good situation.
Plus, at the situation at the time, you had the Niners coming up, and I think the Niners would go Ayuk over Mims. So if Ayuk is Green Bay's guy, that might be the only place they could take him at.
Yeah, like 100%.
Exactly. And he's such a – like I said, with Deebo Samuel doing the things that he's done, and he's been getting compared to Deebo a lot in this draft, they have to get another guy that's going to complement as well as – because remember how Randall Cobb did for them? I think Brandon Ayuk can do the same thing and put him in multiple spots, and when you have another weapon to help complement Devontae Adams.
Well, he can play – he's more of an outside guy, but he can play the slot.
Yeah,
and he definitely could stretch the field for him and help Devontae Adams out a ton.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, though.
I heard they brought him in a lot, too. Like, they've interviewed him a lot, too. Like, they love him.
Yeah. They interviewed him 3 times.
Yep.
That's the thing with the draft. Like, sometimes on the outside, we look at it, like, as weekend warriors and fake GMs about, like, production. But in the NFL, a lot of times, like, if a team gets a guy that they love, why waste opportunity? If you think he's your guy, you do whatever you got to do to take him. Like, it might be a reach in the general scheme, but for them, it's not a reach if that's the guy they think is the best guy for their team.
Yeah, you got to always go get your guy. You always got to go get him.
100%. In all reality, I mean, look at some of the things that happen in past drafts. Like, there's been guys that were picked where we were all like Daniel Jones, right?
Yeah.
Nobody thought he was going to go the way he went.
No,
Exactly.
no way. That's what I'm saying. That's probably one of the greatest examples.
I mean, even though that Duke coach, he really does know QBs.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Well, yeah, like you said,
does.
look at last year. Everyone banged on the Giants for not taking what's his name from Haskins. Yeah, and I mean it's early, but it looks like Jones is the better pro prospect as of right this second.
Bro, as of right now, Haskins looks horrendous. Horrendous.
I agree.
I mean,
and, as you know, I'm an Ohio State fan.
They're
So
awful in the pros.
The funny part, McLaren looks a lot better than people thought he was actually going to look.
right. He was a
And that's one
fifth-round
thing. They
pick.
drafted his receiver.
Yeah,
They drafted
exactly.
one of his receivers, and he's still awful.
Exactly.
that's what they were talking about the other day on TV about, like, who's the next McLaren in this draft.
You know
That'll be-
what? We can address that
All right,
before we're done this if you want.
I think it's Jalen Rieger.
I saw
Yeah.
some Tyler. I was looking at the dude from Minnesota, Tyler. I think it's Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson.
Tyler,
He's
yeah,
good, man.
yeah. He
Flag,
really is
bro.
good. He
The
is
boy
really
Devin,
good.
the boy Devin from Texas too. I didn't know he was that. I know he's 200 pounds.
Duvernay's a beast, dude.
4'4",
Yes.
Duvernay's a
4'3"
beast,
speed
yes.
to be
Yeah.
5'10",
Yeah.
200.
I forgot about him.
And,
Yeah, he
have a lot of interest in him.
he's so proud.
I like Claypool for Notre Dame too. I think he's going to be real good at the next level.
So,
Yeah.
so
Big
Claypool
body.
to me, I
Gabe
honestly
Davis, too.
he needs to make the move to tight end because
Yeah.
I don't think he has the quickness for wide receiver, but at tight end, he could be like Evan Ingram. He would be on guard.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean nowadays,
So-
like it's a little
Such a
blurred line
hybrid.
right there, tight end though, receiver kind of right now. Because look at Gronk, like he spreads out all the time. A lot of guys
Yeah.
spread out. Kelsey, Ertz,
Right. Yeah.
a lot of guys
I
spread
mean,
out.
the Eagles play their tight ends out wide all the time.
Exactly.
All the time.
No question. And he likes putting and Claypool likes putting hands on people. He's a really good runner.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, he definitely blocked.
we need it on the Niners.
right.
Yeah,
All
Claypool's a
right,
good
so
player.
So who you got, Ryan? Go ahead.
yeah, getting back to the draft. That was the Packers at 19 after trading up with the Raiders. The Dolphins sent the 26th pick and their second round pick to the Jaguars for the 20th pick and selected Jordan Love. The Ravens traded up.
I
They sent.
I have a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah,
Why Love over Herbert?
I was going to say the same thing.
that's just.
When it seems like the
The hot
Dolphins
take.
are in love with the guy.
I know, because they really are, too.
Yeah, a lot of people
yeah,
got
well,
them picking Herbert.
I just think personally Jordan Love's the better quarterback.
That's
just
fair
my
enough. Fair
personal
enough.
preference.
Fair enough.
And
That's all right.
I'm the
That's a
GM, so
solid
don't
pick.
ask me no questions.
That's cool.
Plain and simple.
He's stupid. All right. What else you got? Silly.
You passed on two,
The
and you
Ravens.
picked Jordan Love.
The Ravens sent their 28th pick and their second round pick to the 49ers, who had acquired the Eagles' 21st pick. So the Niners moving back once again. They're going to be back. They're going to jump back to 28, and the Ravens jumped up to 21 and selected Denzel Mims. The Vikings stayed pat and took Javon Kinlaw. The Patriots stayed pat, and they're probably, honestly, if we're going to go over winners and losers in this draft, the Patriots are winners. They stayed pat and got Justin Herbert
yeah.
at 23.
Oh, that would be
Yeah, that's crazy.
That would be
That's
That would be
crazy.
the
100%.
all
If
season.
Herbert fell to that,
NFL's in trouble.
That's really bad.
That
Well,
is
you-
definitely bad.
You also got the Niners too, who had only 2 picks in the first 5 rounds, and now they have 4.
Right.
Exactly, in which they wanted to do.
Right.
Right. Anyway, the Saints also stayed pat. What I thought was kind of a surprising move, you had Patrick Queen right there, but they opted to go with Laviska Shenault. Thought that was a little bit of a surprising pick. But
Another weapon for
Hey.
Breeze. That's all that is.
That's it, man.
yeah, I don't
That is
hate it.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
did.
The Vikings.
That's the thing with today's NFL, man. I think coaches are looking at it more like we just have to outscore everybody. You know what I mean?
Kansas City has set the bar. You know, this is a copycat league.
Copycat
league.
league.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a trap
Copycat
league.
league. Yes, it is.
It's like,
Track
hey,
league.
and guess what? They already have what's quarterbacks
Emmanuel
slash wide receivers. What's
Hill.
his name back? And Emmanuel Sanders.
Taysom
So it's
Hill.
like, guess what? The more and more we can get, and also I believe he's on a contract year, running back.
Who?
Kamara?
Kamara.
Oh, yeah.
Kamara.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
on a
He might not
contract
make,
year.
he might not make it for the season.
Exactly. So with that being said, getting Shenault can go here. You can put him back at running back. A lot of people,
boy.
as we talked before, we talked about him such a big guy.
I got told I
The
was
Yeah.
man is
crazy in
not a
yesterday's
running
episode.
back.
He's not.
He's not a running back.
I understand that he's not, but you put him in the Sean Payton offense. Hey, they had
Use him like Taysom Hill.
Taysom
Everybody
Hill. Yeah,
keeps
exactly.
forgetting-
That's what I was trying to
Everybody
think
keeps forgetting
Taysom
their
Hill.
backup running back.
So what I'm
Latavius
saying
Murray.
is, huh?
Latavius Murray is their backup running back.
Wasn't
I
it a
understand
one-year deal?
And what has
So
he
he's still
really
there.
done since
Might
he's
be.
been out of Oakland?
Hold up. So let's get
last
through
year.
this draft real quick, and then we'll open up
Go ahead.
conversation.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
All right. So the Vikings stayed pat at 25, and they took Stephon Diggs' little brother Trayvon Diggs. Interesting.
Yeah.
The Jaguars at 26, they, as you recall, they traded back with the Dolphins and acquired a future second. Or I'm sorry, this year's second. They took Xavier McKinney to pretty much – that's going to solidify their secondary, definitely. Seahawks, they stayed very, very rare occurrence, and the Seahawks stayed pat at 27 and took Clavion Chason. Great late first round deal.
And they're thrilled. They're super happy.
ecstatic.
God.
The Niners, as you recall, they traded back to 28 with the Ravens. They got cornerback A.J. Terrell. The Titans got Austin
I think
Jackson.
it's a solid pick.
I actually don't have – who did the Raiders take at 30?
Raiders took Jalen Johnson.
Yep,
From
Jalen
Utah.
Johnson.
Jalen Johnson. Okay. Gotcha. I just didn't have that one written down. The 49ers at 31 got Patrick Queen, linebacker. And at 32, the reigning Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, selected Ross Blackwell.
Okay. I dig
So,
it. Yo,
so looking at this, who are some notable players that weren't selected in the first round that are expected to?
well, Gross Matos is the first one that comes to mind for me. That's one that comes to mind for sure. Right?
Gladney.
Gladney's
say
one
Gladney,
that
yeah,
could have.
that-
Yeah,
I
Gladney's
have
one that
him
could have
on.
went.
I got him right here.
Swift is
Cesar
another one.
Ruiz.
Swift
too.
definitely is another one.
Yeah.
Cesar Ruiz.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're missing and then AJ Epinenza.
Yes.
No, he went.
Did he go?
Oh.
Didn't he go?
No, he didn't
I
go.
know he
He
didn't
didn't
go.
go.
No, he
Sorry.
didn't.
We
That was
talked
our last.
earlier.
That was our
He
last.
didn't go
That was the
this
last mock.
Yep.
Sorry.
time. Yeah. So he didn't go.
I think
all
DJ
the
goes first round.
offensive- I don't know, dude. I don't know. We'll see. He's like one of those guys that you just – I don't know. I don't know if he definitely 100% goes first round. I mean, he might. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that can be said for that. But
You also got Delpit too, who was like earlier in the year was a top like 10
Yeah.
people had him.
yeah, that's true. That's true. 100%. I mean, remember something too. And I know I talked to Ryan about this, and we all know this. Like one of the things that people don't realize, teams trying to get into the first round, late in the first round, it might be a thing because you get that fifth-year option if you're a first-round pick,
Exactly.
right? So that's huge, especially for a quarterback. That's where you might see. And Tim, I thought I was gonna throw this at you. I actually seen some mocks that have the Steelers getting into the first round and picking Jalen Hurts.
I would be mad at it. I think it's same thing
Yeah.
with maybe the Colts for Eason.
Yeah.
I mean, who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe someone for Fromm. Like it's hard to tell because I believe that the top like the last 4 picks wouldn't mind trading out, especially if the guy they want isn't there.
Dude, and yeah, that's 100%. I agree. And I think receiver-wise, I want to say, like, I just think CeeDee Lamb is the clear-cut best receiver in this draft.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got a
he's-
I
question.
think he's leaps and bounds above every other receiver in this draft.
I don't know leaps and bounds, but I
I
think it's
disagree,
clear-cut.
but
Nah, it's
I think it's close. But you know,
Yeah,
I
think
give
it's
Jerry
close.
Judy a nod, but I think it's close. I mean, I think
I
You
don't
think
even think
CeeDee Lamb,
Jerry
you're not
Judy's as good as Henry
wrong.
Ruggs.
Wow.
no.
I personally, and again, this is just a personal thing. I think I have Henry Ruggs over Jerry Judy.
Dude,
What
listen,
do
the
you
Eagles-
see that he does better
Yeah.
than Jerry Judy over speed?
It depends on the team too.
Yeah,
Like,
Right? Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think
You need the right
if-
quarterback.
If the Niners stay pat, I think Ruggs fits the Niners better than Judy does.
he does.
Oh,
He
yeah,
does.
definitely.
Because they have
definitely.
that, they stretch the field more. They do. They
But I
do.
think like
So
I think
my thing
Denver
is-
would rather have Judy over Ruggs.
Who?
We're in a
Denver.
we're in a very transitional period in the NFL. Receivers are faster than they've ever been. You're moving into more.
That's
Yeah,
not-
and it's
that's not
very
true.
true.
That's not true at all.
I
The top
I
five
do believe
receivers. You do believe that? What's
I believe that wholeheartedly.
what's the Andre Hopkins 40 time?
I think it's 4 or 5.
I don't.
Yeah, it's like 4 or
keep track
5.
of
4 or
4 or
5.
5.
Michael
Thomas
Thomas's
is 4
40 time
6.
is a 4.6.
4
Yep.
6.
It's just you're going
saying-
off of what the
but you-
Chiefs did.
I'm not just talking about the Chiefs. Look at Marquise Brown. He's lightning quick. You're getting more guys like that coming in the draft.
He
Look
said
at
your
this year's
Chiefs.
draft coming in.
Huh?
I said Bruce said you're Chiefs.
Did he say your
Hmm.
Chiefs?
No, you did, I thought.
You see. No, he's saying what the Chiefs did. He said the
I,
Chiefs.
I thought you said
Nah.
your Chiefs.
And he said the
No, I didn't
Chiefs.
kill- I didn't
What
kill
the
him like
Chiefs did.
that. I didn't
Yeah,
kill him
the
like that.
Chiefs.
Listen,
I mean,
Listen,
but,
I get what you're getting at, but go ahead, Reese. I'm sorry.
no, but with that being said, I understand, these fast guys are coming in, but the biggest thing, as we all know with receivers, is the route running. A lot of these guys don't have consistent routes, and that's the biggest thing. I understand having these fast guys, and I know Kansas City's been an outliers, especially having Patrick back there to buy more time and be able to bomb it. But not everybody has Patrick Mahomes back there as a quarterback. So with that being said, you need guys to be able to run routes. So a lot of those guys, as we know, it's probably I don't want to go too far, but as right now in the Hall of Fame, there's literally one guy that ran a 4.2, and that's Randy.
Right. I think
ran a 4.2.
Yeah, he did.
Randy Moss?
Yes, he
He
did.
ran a 4.2.
Yes, he did. I don't know why he's so shocked about that, but
Yeah.
when you look at receivers that are fast like that, it's really hard for them to stop.
Yes.
So that is why that's why they're really hard to last. That's why for people like Deshaun Jackson, it's rare. Deshaun Jackson can run routes even though he runs a 4.3 speed. But when you see
he didn't run routes when he came in the league.
Well,
he worked on that. But I mean,
exactly.
You see
Randy Moss 4.25.
Right, 4.25.
4.25. Okay.
When you see receivers in that 4.2 area, they're running so fast they can't stop. I mean, it's rare to see people like Tyreek Hill. Like if you see that one,
Ruggs is a good route runner, though.
Ruggs,
He is. He definitely is. That's why I think
I
he's
didn't
well.
hammer in.
Right,
He also plays like he's a lot bigger than he actually is. He plays above his size. He really does. He's 5'11", and he can get up and bang. He's got a small build, but he can get up and bang.
Yeah, I just
He's
think
really basically 6 foot. He's not a small receiver.
No, he's not small. No,
I'm
he's bigger than
He's
his
not
size.
Denzel Mims.
I know what you're talking about. I know. I'm just saying he's not a small receiver.
He's under 200 pounds.
That is considered small these days.
Tyreek Hill's 5'10" or 5'9", or he's 5'11". I don't even think Tyreek Hill's 5'11".
Tyreek Hill's 5'10". He's 5'10", 190.
He's a small receiver
he's
too.
Stocky. He's very stocky.
He's a small receiver.
So have you seen Ruggs?
He's taller.
Ruggs is put together. I'm talking about built-wise. Ruggs is put together.
He's not.
Okay, yeah.
He's not as built as Hill, but he's not small. I mean, 188 to 5'11". That's not. That's average.
What I was getting at is Henry Ruggs plays a lot bigger than he actually is.
Sure.
He does. And that's all I was trying to get at.
Yeah, but I mean, when you look at Jerry Jeudy route running, I think I haven't seen a route runner like that in a long time. Like I knew since freshman year that he was going to be a stud. Like he
can run. Yeah, he can run routes.
His separation reminds me of Chad Johnson. Like that's how he runs routes. He runs routes like it's
him and Van Jefferson.
Right. I think Justin Jefferson doesn't get a lot of credit either. Justin Jefferson is nice.
Justin Jefferson has a really good routes. Yo,
Van Jefferson's definitely a slot receiver though.
LSU has been producing some really good receivers as of lately.
Yeah,
they have.
Yeah.
Other than DBs, a lot of people aren't thinking about them producing really good receivers as well, too.
Well, up until recently, they didn't put up crazy stats. That's like nobody.
Into that 14 draft when you saw Landry and
But even then, they didn't have crazy stats. People slept on those guys.
Well, yeah, because they split. I mean, I think they only had like 70 catches. Like, it's hard to spread the ball. Well, but also look at the quarterback. They had Zach Mettenberger. Give him Joe Burrow. He might have 70 touchdowns instead of 60.
I know. You're right.
With Moss? Oh, my Jesus.
Exactly. So.
All right, guys. Let's all before we shut this down, let's give one bold prediction for the draft today, and then we'll shut it down and we'll let everyone know what we got going on for the draft.
Let's start with what you got, bro.
Honestly, I'm going to stick with what I said before, man. I'm going to stick with the 7 to 8 offensive linemen going in the first round. I don't believe we got to it in our mock right here, but with everything that's going on in the NFL right now, I definitely believe that, especially since it's a passing league, I definitely believe that people are going to go ahead with the safer picks and go ahead and protect their quarterbacks. That's it, flat out. And I don't even think that's too much of a hot take.
No, I agree because San Francisco and Kansas City can easily go off in the linemen.
100%.
Around there.
100%.
Especially if they don't trade.
Respect. What you got, Bruce? What's your
I'm going to stick with what I've stuck with. I've been telling you, and I've been telling you this, Ryan and Enrique. The Eagles will stay at 21 and get one of the big three.
I would be
ecstatic. I truly believe that.
I think I might risk Corona and come give you a hug.
Like risk Corona.
Give you they say at 21 still get rugs. I think I will.
And I'll throw another one at you too. I think the more I look at it, the more I think that receiver is Jerry Jeudy.
Wow, I'll be ecstatic. What you got, Tim?
Tough one. I think first I want to talk about Bruce's pick here at number 25. Do you honestly think that they'll take Diggs at their brother pretty much?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Peace out
I'm
with
glad
the
you brought
team.
that up. So look, that was probably my shock value pick.
Yeah, I see that.
Can you imagine that phone call?
Hey, we like you, but your brother.
Yo, Tim, seriously, Tim. Could you imagine that phone call, Tim? Could you imagine that?
He might do an Eli. Hey, I'm not. No, I'm not going.
I want to hear the
I'm
audio.
not going.
I know. I definitely want to hear that. Like,
I'll keep my hot take the same in the draft. That I think at the end of it, corners will come up and they'll pass wide receivers in total number of the first round.
He said
I
something.
would not be shocked.
He's sticking
I would not
to
be
it.
shocked.
Sticking to it. Ryan, what you got? What's your hot take?
Bruce kind of stole my lightning here. Whether they stay pat or whether they trade up, I think the Eagles definitely do get one of the big three. But I'm gonna put one more out there too. Jordan Love will be picked ahead of either Tua or Justin Herbert, one or the other.
I was just about to ask you that.
Okay.
I just was about to ask you that, especially with your pick.
Okay.
I really think a lot of people are sleeping on how high these teams might value Jordan Love. And you got to remember, this is a year where there's not a lot of reports coming out because there is no locker room activity. There is no activity at the training complexes. So the same reports that you would usually get around draft time, like we'd usually be swamped on a day like this with reports. We'd be filing through them, but we're not getting that this year because there's no training complexes open.
You know what they say?
Everyone's doing this.
All you need is love.
There you go. All you need is love.
All you need is love.
No, yeah, don't be surprised if I'm not going to say I'm not ruling out someone trading up and one of the other quarterbacks slide, and that's how it happens. But don't rule out the possibility of the Dolphins or the Chargers taking a waiver on Jordan Love and let one of the other two slide. Don't be surprised if Tua makes a slide. Doctors aren't able to get Tariq and Rowe. I know you guys I know everyone here is big on Tua. Doctors haven't been able to get their hands on him. They don't know what's going on with that hip.
Well,
they really don't. So Tua could be in for a long night tomorrow night.
We'll see.
Just to be clear though, and to feed off your hot take there, I don't totally disagree about a lot of what you just said, but I will tell you this: the Dolphin fans are screaming for Tua.
Yes.
Like when I tell you, I'm friends with quite a few Dolphin fans on social media, and I'm talking. Hey, the one of them just posted a photo.
I saw.
I told you.
I'm
Rico.
Nick, like, so what I'm saying is they're screaming for Tua. So if they make that move and they don't take a guy who could be a generational talent, right? That could be something. Now, here's a small hot take, and Tim, I want to see what you think about this because I know you're deep into this draft as I was, but it wouldn't shock me if Jalen Hurts went before Jordan Love did.
Oh, I would love that. I would actually love that.
Jalen Hurts a winner.
I'm big on that. He reminds me of Russell, to be totally honest with you guys.
Like, I wouldn't even shock. It would not shock me at all tomorrow night after we're done this whole thing. If Jalen Hurts goes in the first round,
his first round would not shock me. I would see somebody trading up to get him like they did.
You know what his grade is? You know what his grade is? His projection?
Like second or third, from sound.
Tim, what's his projection? You know?
I thought it was third.
Tim, you there?
He's muted.
Okay. So
it's third. Third.
Yeah,
I saw you.
Yep.
Third round.
Yep.
Yeah, it's third.
Same
it's
thing
third
with
round.
Prom.
Yeah, From's third to fifth round.
Yeah.
Third to fifth round grade. So Eson's a second to fourth. I mean, they give a big window.
I can see the Colts trading up for Hurts, and then say, hey, look, we got Rivers for one more year. The guy doesn't have to see the field at all.
Yeah.
Learn our offense.
God.
They got an ex-quarterback as their coach.
You want to talk about a perfect fit for Tua? Indianapolis. He doesn't have to start this year. You don't got to worry about his hip. I understand they're not in the first round. They would really need to do some finessing to get up there. That's a perfect fit.
I don't know. I'm going to tell – go ahead, Tim.
I said they'd have to trade like 3 first-round picks in the future.
Yeah,
it would be worth it.
Maybe a lot.
And
Tua
I'm
is
gonna
just
put this
worth
out
so
there.
much money. If Miami does not take him, they're
Oh, yeah.
crazy. And even the ownership is probably going to say, we're going to get that guy if we're able to get it, just because how much money he's worth in Miami.
Oh, yeah,
Can
jersey
we-
sales.
If Tua
ticket
slides
sales.
past 6 with the Chargers, don't be surprised if someone trades up for him
Oh,
into
no
the top
question.
15.
Can we
No
all
question.
agree that the best situation for any rookie quarterback this year in the top 10 is the Chargers?
I
Yes.
Like,
agree.
there's no doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know.
Henry Eckler.
The Dolphins, if they draft right, could be just as good. I mean, I love their coach.
But as of right now,
It's
Yeah.
it's a Chargers. No question.
No
Yeah,
question.
it's a Chargers. No question.
Mike Williams, Phillip Rivers underutilized Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mike
no
Williams
question.
has top 5, top 10 potential.
Yeah,
He's a
no-
better overall talent than Keenan Allen.
I ain't going that close though.
He still got to prove it. Still got to prove
I'm
it.
not giving him that.
Ke-
Keenan now to me,
is solid.
Keenan is he's
He's
right there in
solid.
top 5.
No,
He's very
talent.
underrated.
He's
Talent.
very
I'm
underrated.
not talking about what we've done in the league. Keenan Allen's a great player. But what talent-wise, Mike Williams has much more talent, raw-wise, just talent, than Keenan Allen does.
All right, so
I mean,
guys,
Effortless.
Oh, so,
All right, so
No,
my,
now
my hot take,
we're
right?
running a little over here, so
wait, we had to get Tariq's hot take.
Yeah, my hot take. I'm the
All right.
last one. I'm still with my hot take that it was similar to the mock that 5 receivers go by 20. We was at 21 with 5. So,
Wow. Wow.
We made that happen.
I like it.
say that. Say
I like
that.
it. So there it is, everyone. This was your draft edition of the episode. Just a little tidbit for you. We're going to try to do a little live thing tomorrow or today during the draft. You guys will be seeing this today, Thursday. So we're going to try to figure out a way that we could stream live. You guys could watch along with us. Not going to be much else to watch. So I assume everyone will be watching the NFL draft. Hopefully you'll choose to watch it with us. We'll put more information on the page about that. Guys, comment wherever you think we were wrong, wherever you think we were right, what you agree with, what you disagree with. Leave feedback. Please share. We really appreciate it. Any content you can share. What's up, bro?
I'm always right. I'm sorry.
Even when he's wrong, he's always right.
Right.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate the support we've been getting so far. We appreciate all the feedback. Please continue. We really do appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
again, we're going to try to figure out a way to be able to watch with you guys tomorrow. We'll pass along more information on that when we can. Everyone be safe and happy draft day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Be safe, fellas.
All right.